Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In the previous classes, we have discussed about the various sectors based on your economic activity. That is your primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. We have already covered these. In today's class, we'll be talking about the sectors that are based on your employment condition. That is organized sector and unorganized sector. Firstly, we'll be talking about your organized sector. The word organized itself tells the meaning. It is called the organized sector because it has some formal process and procedure that needs to be followed. It covers those enterprises and place of work where the term of employment are regular and therefore people have assured work, means you are having a job security in this sector. They are registered by the government and has to follow its rules and regulations which are given in various laws such as Factory Act, Minimum Wages Act, Payment of Gratitude Act, Shop and Establishment Act. Besides this, workers in the organized sector enjoy security of employment and they are expected to work only a fixed number of hours. Besides this sector is also providing benefits like provident fund, paid leaves and medical benefits. The condition of the worker in this organized sector is also favorable, means they are providing you a good environment to work in. Now coming towards next is your unorganized sector. It is characterized by small and scattered units, which are largely outside the control of government, means the government is not having any kind of control in this unorganized sector. Jobs here are low paid and not regular. Besides that, workers do not have a job security. Worker gets daily wages. Rules and regulations are not followed in unorganized sectors. Workers do not get any kind of paid leaves and medical benefits. In this sector, you are not getting any kind of medical or health care facilities. The working are also not fixed, means the people are working for 12 to 16 hour also, means the working hour is not fixed. Besides that, there are no formal process and procedures to be followed in this sector. The working conditions are also not favorable for the organized sector. Now we'll be discussing about how to protect workers in unorganized sector. Firstly, we'll be discussing who are included in your unorganized sector. We have divided this into urban areas and rural areas. We'll be talking about the people who are involved in unorganized sector in both rural and urban areas. Firstly, talking about rural areas. The unorganized sector mostly comprises landless agriculture, laborer, small and marginal farmers, shopkeepers, artisans such as weaver, blacksmith and carpenter. These all are included under your unorganized sector. So in agriculture, farmers need to be supported through adequate facilities for timely delivery of seeds, agriculture inputs, credit, storage facilities and marketing outlets. Once these are being provided, they'll get protection and their work will be get consideration. Now moving towards next is your urban areas. Who are the people that are involved in unorganized sector in urban areas? That is, it mainly comprises of your industry, small scale industry, casual workers in construction, trade, transport, etc. Beside this, those who work as street vendors, head load workers, garment makers, rag pickers, all these are included under your unorganized sector. So, how to provide protection to these people in urban areas? Small industry also need government support for processing the raw material and marketing of output, means they all need a support, a kind of support from the government. Once they are being supported by the government, they will be able to work efficiently in unorganized sector and get employment security in unorganized sector also. Once they are being protected, so what will be the benefit? Protection and support to the unorganized sector workers is thus necessary for both economic and social development. What it means that once we are providing protection to the workers in unorganized sector, then our economic and social condition of our country is going to improve. I hope you would have understood what I was trying to explain you. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can call me or message me. Thank you and have a nice day.